Munchie Mafia, long time no see. And I'm having a problem already. What am I doing? No wonder why it's not working for me. I've been at work for 10 days straight, and I finally got a day off. And um, welcome to my world. Not in an orange jumpsuit, didn't need bail. It's all good. So today we are doing one of 4 different types of sausages from Cooper River Farms. This is sponsored by the Food Boat and Derek Astorino. Cooper River Farm is down in South Carolina, and they specialize in sausages. So this one here is the jalapeno chicken sausage. I already cut them all up. It's easiest when they're just slightly frozen. That way the knife just glides right through it like butter. We're going to leave the casings on. And we are going to be making a Cajun chicken sausage pasta bake. So let's get to it. Oh, those tomatoes are freaking wonderful. So, first off, glad to be back. I've missed you all. We are doing a premiere because I didn't want to overstep over the top of Derek and Andy of the Menorcan Mullet, who's stepped away for a moment to go and find some food. Imagine that. Food boat, and they're going out to grab some food. So, not sure if they're going to go back live again this evening. This is like the final weekend of his 60-day marathon. So, got vacation coming up here shortly. Can hardly wait. Still have to make up for the one day that I missed because of stupidity that happened while I was on vacation the last time. I just totally bumfungled over that. I just don't understand how the hell somebody could lose a security clearance at a jail. It's not that difficult. Common sense. It's all it takes. So I'm a little spicy about that because it's like, this individual gets to go and enjoy her vacation because it's her birthday. But she screwed mine thoroughly. But then again, hers is a permanent vacay, so there's that. So I am a little spicy about it still. Just don't understand. Maybe it's just something that I don't need to understand. First off, what we're going to do is we're going to saute our vegetables. We got half of a very large diced onion with a little piece of onion that's left over that, I'm not entirely sure we're going to be needing. And then we're going to have some celery. Oops, got a little bit of my parsley on there. Scoot this out of the way. Actually, you know what? Probably don't need that. Okay. Get that out of the way. So I just spent 10 days straight. And all I want is some time away from work where I don't have to think about work, don't have to talk to work, unless, of course, there's an emergency. And yeah, so how's that working out for you, Civi? Well, not working out very well at all. Finally got to the point. I'm driving. I was driving, but not calling anybody back. I need to just do my thing. I just need to do my thing before I lose my ever living stuff. So now we're going to dice up our celery. So yesterday was my financials day where I'm supposed to just sit at my desk and do nothing but financials. Um, Ended up staying way later than I needed to. A little spicy about that too. Had to cancel some plans, and it's not every day that I get to go out with family on my birthday. But my birthday falls in the middle of the week, so this is my birthday weekend, so to speak. And I didn't get that time. I think I'm just going to go back to celebrating my birthday on Halloween. Every time I try to celebrate my birthday on or around, something goofy happens that just totally messes things up, screws with the vibe, etc., etc. Okay, I'm just making a small one this time around. I'm not making a huge one. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a green onion. One green bell pepper should be plenty enough. I'm tired. Didn't sleep well last night. Woke up early this morning. I didn't have much confidence in the fact that, will I get called in again for day 11? So I didn't sleep very well. So I'm a little on the pissed off side today. Have no care in the world for anybody's feelings at the moment because birthday weekend. Tell you a little story. A few years ago, I was an executive chef, and my sous chef at the time decided to no call, no show on my birthday weekend. I was supposed to take the weekend off for my birthday, and so I ended up stuck there on my birthday. Had to cancel all my plans, and everybody at work tried to throw me a surprise birthday party at work. I was a little mad, and it just so happened to also be the town festival that weekend, which is going right now. And we thought about going down there and doing a live, but decided, don't really want to leave the porch today. And so I was a little pissed off, and I remember coming home from work that evening, town festival going on. Neighbor down the street, her husband, is screaming profanities at the top of his lungs, totally trashed. Of course, half the town was also trashed. And I yelled at him. Timmy had just had surgery on his foot, so he wasn't very mobile at all. And I was ready for Fight Club. I was going to fight this guy. Timmy's like, "No, come back to the porch. Come back. Don't do this." Holy hell. Yeah. So, got our water on the stove. I'm going to let that do its thing. Got to get my spoodle. Why is this so low? There we go. Salt the water. We're going to get our penne. Now, if you don't like penne, if you have a special pasta that you like the most, use that. But, we're using penne. But we surely don't need a full pound, right? Timmy's shaking his head no. So So our water's to a boil. We're just gonna do oh shoot. Well, we're gonna have 3/4 of a box. Probably should have measured it. You would think that I would know to measure things. All right, got our veggies on the stove. This is a little different. We're doing a premiere. Garlic cloves. Yes, I just used my knife to cut open a bag. All right. Now with this dish, we don't really want big chunks of garlic in it. So we're going to just put it through the press. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to actually do a chocolate roux or not. So we're just going to do just a basic roux, a blonde roux. Ow. So somehow I tore my fingernail off at work yesterday. So my finger's hurting. I don't know how I got a big bruise on my leg, but I do. I found it this morning. It was a little alarming. All right. I like to use fresh tomatoes for my pastas. So we have these ones. These are just some little heirlooms. We're going to cut them in half. The skins are very delicate. We're not going to do all of them because we're not making a full batch. Now, this is a nice dish for tailgating parties. If you make a large batch, and if you have like a propane smoker and you like to do tailgate parties, it's always kind of nice to be able to have it in some pans that'll fit the size of your propane smoker. You just take it with you, stick it in the back of your truck, and away you go. Load up several pans and let it do its thing in the smoker. It's always a nice thing. Oops, missed an ugly one. We don't do ugly tomatoes here. So if you don't want to use fresh tomatoes, you can use canned tomatoes. The brand that I recommend is, of course, Rotel. Yeah, I missed another bad, icky looking one. How did I manage that? So now we have a bunch of tomatoes. It's probably going to be enough. Now when these cook down, the skins will separate, but it's okay because they're very dainty skin. Where did I put the lid somewhere? Did. There we go. Okay, so put the lid back on. We're gonna go ahead and stir this. Stirry, stirry. Stirry, stirry. Now, Timmy and I have this thing against using, our light up top isn't on. Yeah, I think so. I stand on my tippy toes. I can reach it. There we go. All right, now we're not in darkness. I was wondering why it seems so dark over here in this corner. All right. So what we're looking for, the texture that we're looking for is we want that celery to break down a little bit and soften. And what we have here is Tony Chacheri's original Creole seasoning, but also at the same time, we also want Old Bay. Where did my Old Bay go? Oh, there's my Old Bay. We're going to use Old Bay seasoning. I think I'm holding it the right direction. Am I holding it the right direction, or is it that way? Which way's up?
That way's up.
That way's up. Okay, so this one as well. It's Creole seasoning and Old Bay seasoning, so it's like a 2-to-1 ratio. But you want to make sure that you adjust, because the main ingredient in both of these is salt. Just that one has celery salt, the other one has salt. So if you have a problem with high blood pressure or you have kidney problems, you want to adjust your salt accordingly, or make your own Creole or Cajun seasoning from scratch with all your own ingredients. You can definitely do that. But for the budget conscious, this and this is actually quite good, and it can stay in your pantry, because sometimes having to buy all these different ingredients can be a bit expensive. So it's kind of nice to be able to, just buy a one and done sort of thing. And it's okay. There's no shame in that. Use whatever you got in your pantry. And one of the nice things about pasta bakes is that it can be quite impressive just by how you deck it all out. You know what? I almost want all the pasta. I almost want a full pound of pasta here. I don't know. So I also bought something. I saw something at the store today, and I just couldn't say no, because everybody knows that I'm a whiskey girl. I love whiskey, and Buffalo Trace is one of my top 10 favorites. Not at the very top, but anyway, it's made by Weber, and it's Buffalo Trace smooth and savory blend whiskey flavored seasoning, and it's got turbinado sugar as the first ingredient, so it's going to be on the sweet side. It's not going in this dish, but I saw it and I was like intrigued. Unfortunately, they don't put scratch and sniffs on the side of these jars. They should, so we can sniff it and see what it smells like, so we can get an idea. How will this react in my food? So I'm like looking at that, and I'm like thinking to myself, what can we do with that? So we got that sausage sandwich thing coming up. I think that's what's going to be on the actual live itself. Got some beautiful bolillo rolls at the bakery. And those are nice soft breads. So we're going to do that with that. Yeah, make a really nice sandwich out of it, out of that other sausage. But this one, we're showing you 4 different ways to do some cool tailgate party stuff, because we all know that football season is just around the corner. Okay, so these are doing nice. Now we could take it to the point where, it's nice and caramelized, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. Oh, I'm going to grab this stuff and bring it on over. Now this is one of those dishes that if you don't want to put it in the oven, you don't have to put it in the oven. You can just cook it on the stove. And just torch the top of it with some cheese. We all know how much I love my torch. Okay, so we've got that going. Now we're going to add our sausage. Now this is 1 full package of that Cooper River Farm chicken jalapeno sausage. Now we're going to add that to it. We want to get a nice Maillard reaction. And those veg are gonna cook up even better with that added flavor and fat. And we're going to build upon this, so all done in little stages, in layers. I had not figured out what I wanted to deglaze the pan with, but now that I'm smelling it, and it smells fantastic, I think we're going to hit it with a little bit of bourbon. I think bourbon would just really bring out those flavors. If you wanted it really, really super spicy, you could also put some other peppers in there. You could put some jalapeno. You pretty much do anything you want with it. Any kind of pepper, or if you prefer a sweeter onion, you could put a sweeter onion in it. You can put red bell pepper in there if you want more color. It's all up to you. Yeah. He's pissy.
The dog's gone out.
Huh?
The dog's gone out.
All right. Well, I'll be here.
Where do you want to be on that one?
This one. I'm going to be on this one for a while.
All right. Let's go. Come on.
Dogs need to go out. Okay, so now we're just going to break this out. There was 4 sausages per pack, and if you want to purchase one of the variety packs, if you go to the Food Boat's website, you can definitely purchase it directly from there. They send it to you in this really cool big styrofoam case. There's quite a lot of them. There's like $120 dollars worth of sausage in that thing, and it's well worth it because these sausages, oh my gosh, I wish there was a way to smell this because this is so delicious. All right, now we're going to add our garlic next. And if you prefer to smoke your sausages and then slice them and then throw them in, you can definitely do that, or grill them or something. You can do that in advance. I'm just kind of doing this quick way because not everybody has a grill, not everybody has a smoker. I don't have a smoker. I had 2 smokers, but they're both dead. Still trying to find parts. I might end up just having to go and buy the brand new one that's out. Bigger smoker. So I might end up having to do that. All right, so now we got that going. And if you don't want to use alcohol, oh crap, there goes my other light. You don't have to, but this is from Costco. It's a small batch, Barton 1792. We're going to give it a little splash. And it's under the Kirkland label, by the way. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, really. All right. Now let's see how it's reacted to that, because we definitely don't want our garlic to burn, or else what'll happen is we'll have to throw it all out and not have sausages. Okay, so our pasta should be al dente by now. Oh yeah. So we're gonna just poke that on up. Actually, I'm gonna just reach over, flip that off, try not to burn myself. Set that right there. Got our pasta going. Let it drain and relax. We're going to drop our butter in there. That garlic smells so good. All right, so that's half of a cup of butter. So we're going to want a half of a cup of flour. Now, like I said, you can do this as a 1-pot wonder. Actually, technically it would be a 2-pot wonder because you got to boil your pasta first. pastas look nice. And you definitely want to do it al dente so that it can still hold up. Actually, even better yet, just slightly undercook it. Just like a minute less than al dente. Because if you're going to bake it, you're going to want to still have that body and that texture of that pasta. Because by the time it's all done baking, then it's going to be just perfect texture. And some people have added their noodles to this dry, and you could do that, but then you end up with a dry. You don't end up with a lot of sauce because it soaks up the sauce, and sometimes the texture can be a little weird. Okay, so now we're gonna add our flour. God, it smells so good. I just love the smell of that. Oops. I didn't see that little sliver of butter. Let me get this out of the way. Oh, what was that? Something just fell down. What the hell is that? I don't know. I don't know what it was. Okay. Because next, what we're going to do is we are going to add a little bit of chicken stock to this. When I say a little bit of chicken stock, I mean a little bit of chicken stock. You don't want a lot of chicken stock. So, just getting 1 can or, use 1 cube of bouillon. Just going to slowly add a little bit at a time. Just help this relax a little bit. 1 can should be enough. Now, if you have your own chicken stock that you make from scratch, you can definitely do that. But I haven't been home much. I'm thinking about half of my stuff in my fridge right now is expired because I haven't been home. We've been door dashing pretty much every day. As I get home, it's like, I work 10 plus hour days, but, when you think about how long I spend in traffic, going to and from work, it's like, I'm gone pretty much the whole time, 12 hours, 13 hours. Last thing on my mind is to cook. All right. Now we want to make sure that there's no lumps in there that we don't want. Now we're going to just go ahead and add our seasoning. And I don't know. Okay, there we go. Just that. And of course you can put some more cayenne in there because these things never have enough. Or what you could do is you could give it some drops of hot sauce. Crystal hot sauce is generally a good one, but I don't have any of that because my preference is actually Cholula. Now we're just going to let this do its thing for a moment. And then we're going to reduce the temperature. Should have a light blushing color. Hit it with some black pepper. Can add a little smidge of chili powder. Just a smidge. All right. We have that. And then half and half. Now, if you don't have half and half, or you don't generally buy half and half, you can definitely use milk, like whole milk. Now we're just gonna get this all incorporated. I think I probably should have made the whole box of pasta. And I already forgot my tomatoes. So I'll just add those in. Like I said, I'm tired. So you would normally, give them a little bit of touch of heat. Give them a quick tossy and some oil and fry them up a little bit. Get them to release their sweetness. All right. All right. So now we got that going. Now we're going to come back over here. Let's see here. See if I can remember how to do this. I think we hit cut and then table. No, that's not right. Idea. Table? Okay. Oh, that's right. I don't know. All right. So now I'll come over here. This is pepper jack cheese. We're also going to use some medium cheddar for the top, though. Just because I like the color of that, but I also love the flavor of the pepper jack. Because that is a chicken jalapeno. It's going to love the creaminess, or it should anyway. Yeah, this is a first for me. I've never had Cooper River Farm, but that's who Derek works for. And he's been featuring sausages on several of his lives. So we're doing a different take on sausages. What would a Pacific Northwesterner do with this? And this is what we're going to do. We're going to do something that it's going to be delicious. All right. Just going to come back around and stir that up real quick. You know what? I'm going to set this down right there where it should be. So push down, lock. Okay, there we go. Whoops, there goes my onion. All right. Normally I would be doing all the prep first and then we would just be putting it together. But, this was like a last minute thing. I really felt like I needed to get back into my little Zen mode. I really miss cooking for my people. I miss cooking for my people and hanging out in our live chats. I just couldn't go live today, so we'll get to watch this together. So that was just one block of Tillamook. There's a little block of Tillamook brand pepper jack cheese. Tillamook is a Pacific Northwest company. And I try to buy regional as best as or as much as humanly possible. Sometimes it's not always the case. By the way, I love this shredder. This shredder is freaking amazing. I think the kids got it for me for Christmas a couple years ago, because I needed a new one because I got tired of constantly shredding my knuckles on my box shredder. The thing was just really annoying. Okay, so now I got that going. Now I gotta figure out, can I get it switched back over? Okay, so I think he said cut and stove, right? Stove? Crap. I screwed it up, Timmy. Where are you? Oh, there we go. All right. All right. So now we're back on the stove. Timmy's gonna laugh at me, especially if I screwed something up. Okay. So this is super, super, super cheesy. I think I did it right. I switched over. You hit the cut button and then you hit the camera, right?
Auto.
Huh?
Hit the camera and then auto.
Oh, shit. Okay. So I hit, what does cut do?
Where are you trying to get to? The stove?
No, I went from the stove to the table back to the stove again.
Okay.
Did I do it right?
It worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I made too much sauce. Because I was expecting to make a full box.
Okay.
So, all right. Come on, Mr. Pasta, come out of there. Oh my god. So this is a 13 by 9 by 2 inch Pyrex baking dish. Now, like I said, if you're taking this to a tailgate and you got a portable smoker that runs off of propane, use pans that will fit in your smoker, and this will just totally blow everybody's mind. Smoked cheesy pasta dish is just so good. And of course, follow it up with some other things. All right. So we're going to actually taste this and see how it tastes, see if we need to adjust. Yeah, we need to adjust. Cheese has a tendency to really eat up the salt. So sometimes you have to just go a little sharper, but that's okay. You can always adjust. And since this is just for me and Timmy, I'm gonna double dip my spoon. Ooh, that's so cheesy. So this is basically like a macaroni and cheese of sorts, but not really. Oh my god, that's so good. All right, I'm gonna come over here. Oh no, we're not gonna come over here. I lied. We're gonna set that down for a moment. I'm gonna move my cheese shredder and my cutting board. I'm gonna bring this over here. I love this table. I love this table because it's stainless steel and I can put hot things directly onto it and not have to worry. All right, now we're going to spoon the sauce over the top. I think I have enough for a second pan. Try to get as much of the goodie in there as possible. So we got little coins. Now, like I said, if you want, you can cook off your sausages first on the grill and then slice them. Give it a more depth of color. But there's a hornet's nest in mine, and I just haven't had a chance to remedy that situation. Timmy is deathly allergic, so it's up to me. I think I should just burn it to the ground personally, but that's me. All right. So we're going to tossy. Now the amount of sauce that we made is enough for about probably 2 pounds of 2 pounds. So just so you know, I overshot it. What else is new? Okay. But you also want to deliberately put a little bit more of the sauce in there because the pasta will soak some up. And you want to be able to make it so that your pasta is protected, evenly coated, maybe coated a little more than you should. Oh my God, it's so good. All right. Got a light bit of heat from the jalapeno in the pepper jack and the sausage, just a light bit. Now, you can definitely put your peppers in there. All right. Since this has already got a lot of dairy in it, you don't want to go too heavy on the cheese. But you want to give it just enough to make people say, oh, wow, that's cheesy. And not in a bad kind of cheesy sort of way. So there we go. Now we're going to just pop it in the oven. And when that cheese gets melted and it's golden brown and delicious, it'll be ready. So unfortunately, I don't have one of those magic ovens like they have on the Food Network where they stick one in the oven and poof, one that's done comes popping right out. So we're just going to put this on a pause and we are going to come back to it in a little bit. So, Munchie Mafia, see you in a few moments. Oh, right. So we're back. And just like magic, actually it's a pause button, but we'll just pretend it's magic. Land of make-believe today. So what we were looking at is 375 degrees in an oven. Bake it off for about 18 to 20 minutes. And now we're ready to go for the plating. Let's see here. Let me get this. All right. Nice golden color. And my turntable is too fast. Let's see. Now what's it doing? No, it's not what I wanted it to do. All right. All right, so now we're going to scoop it out and see how this all looks. And as you can see, the tomato is down in there. Let's let this over for just a second. I know that Timmy's going to want more than that because we've been eating DoorDash for 10 days. It's been very frustrating. So it's kind of nice to have a homemade meal again. Alrighty, there we have it. Nice and golden brown, delicious. A little bit of parsley, and we're gonna call that a day. So there we have it, Munchie Mafia.
Want to bring up the money shot?
Yes. Actually, the money shot's right there. We don't have to anymore.
All right.
Remember?
I'll leave it there.
Yeah. I got a little glob of cheese on there. But anyway, so let's just. Yeah, I know. Barbaric. So there we have it. Nice golden brown, delicious. Some Munchie Mafia. See you all in a little bit. And get some pictures. And we're going to go for it. So, see you in a few. Ta-ta. Oh shit, I didn't